Let's learn how to analyze images using Copilot. It's now available inside Word as well as PowerPoint. I'm going to show you two things: how to use it exactly, step by step. More importantly, I'll show you when to use it, use cases across different fields, industries, and personas. This is the image I'm going to use. I have copied this image in Clipboard. Go to Copilot, click on this button, add an image, paste that image, and ask a question. I'm simply asking, what is this? So it goes back to work and it tells me, of course, it's a Swiss Army knife. And it also understood that these landmarks, one of them is Gateway of India, which is in Mumbai or Bombay, and then other famous buildings in Bombay. The same procedure works in Word as well. Now think about it. We use this example, it worked fine, but is it practically useful? Without any AI, even a child will tell you that this is a Swiss Army kind of knife. So AI is not really adding value. So let's look at some scenarios where it can actually add value. Now, before we go and see more use cases, remember, you must see this button called Add an Image. If you have Microsoft 365 Copilot license, but you don't see this button, that means your Office app is not updated. If you can't update or you don't know how to do it, go to browser version of PowerPoint. You should see this button. Whenever we are putting anything in Copilot, it remembers the context. Now, let's say I want to put another image, but I don't want it to get confused with the previous image, in which case I'll have to start a new conversation or a new chat. That new chat button is not very intuitive, so you go to this on top right, this burger menu, 3 parallel lines is called burger menu. Switch Copilots, and there you will see create a new conversation button. Now you get a blank slate and it will not get mixed up with the previous prompt. So let's see some use cases. This bolt is not going to open with a normal spanner because it has got rounded. But I have just taken the image, pasted it there, and I'm going to ask it, what is the problem and what is the solution? It understood exactly that this is a bolt which has a problem. Technically, it's called a stripped bolt. And it is also telling me further prompts as to what are the ways of handling this situation, the solution. So when I click on it, it gives me multiple ways of doing it. This is going to add value and help you remove a stubborn bolt. Image analysis is available in many types of GenAI, including free version of Copilot. But there's a difference. In this case, the images which you're putting may be sensitive or confidential, and Microsoft 365 Copilot gives you data protection. It's called Enterprise Data Protection. These are the benefits. You can scan the QR code and look at details. The link is also in the description. Image analysis is one capability of Copilot or GenAI. They can also create images from a prompt. So this is the prompt and this is the image. This I had already created many months back. And now I'm going to give this image as an input. So I'm again asking, what is this? It describes it, analyzes it, and understands the context very well. Here is a little more complex example, electronics. I have an image of a circuit. Now, why are there two images of the same photo? Because in the original photo, what this circuit is about is already mentioned. I didn't want to give that clue to Copilot, so I just cropped it out. And the second image I'm going to use as input. Again, I'm asking explain, just one word prompt, and see how well it does it. It explains exactly what it is, and then it can predict what are related questions you may have, and then is giving me further guidance. Now let's continue the journey with another type of image, which is handwritten paper. I want to do OCR and find the text. So I just pasted the image and said get text, and that's it. It did a great job, gave me pros and cons clearly. But I didn't stop there. Let's convert it to a table. It did that as well. Then I said convert this, or rather translate it to Spanish. No problem. Hindi, done. Chinese, done. Amazing stuff. The next thing I wanted to try is interpreting charts. Chart is already created, but this is just an image. I don't have the data. So I asked it to guess the data and create a table. It not only created the table, it is also interpreting the data for me and trying to understand what's being depicted. This is a more abstract kind of image recognition. I drew a handwritten diagram. Without giving any clue, I pasted it and said, "What is this?" And correctly, it understood that this is an entity relationship diagram. So there's a primary key, foreign key, one-to-many relationship, all of that it understands. Now, let's switch tracks completely and change the field. This is pharmacology. I've just given a picture of a molecule and I'm asking it, what is this? Needless to say, it understood that this is vitamin B12. It's explaining the structure and then it's giving me the biological functionality as well. Here is another category of image recognition applications, counting things. So I've given lots of nuts and bolts lying, asked it to count them. It counted them separately. Of course, there may be some little bit of error, but I tried to count it myself, and I think plus or minus 3 or 4 is the margin of error. Counting can also be done in other things. So I have a photograph, asked it to count people, and done. This geospatial thing, I've given a map without giving any coordinates. There are no labels on the map to indicate what is happening. And it correctly understood that it's a large construction project. It guessed it properly that it is an airport. I didn't give an image of a ready airport. This is under construction, but still it figured out based on the topology. Here is an astronomy example. Image, it correctly recognized not just the fact that it's a nebula, but it also understood which specific nebula this is. So I'm sure you found this very useful. Now the ball is in your court. Remember, Copilot was introduced 1 year back, but this feature came now. So many people who have Copilot license may not have noticed this feature. So if you found this useful, I'm sure you'll use it, but share it with as many people as you can so everyone around us benefits. So that's it for now. See you next time. Thank you.